Alright, welcome back to Ace Combat 7.
I had a chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here.
And in this episode, Team America is once again here to save the motherfucking day. And bring freedom, trademarked, to the war-torn continent of Usea.
Attention. If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey us.
Now, of course, this is all tongue-in-cheek and stuff. Let's see here. What would be the best way to go about bringing freedom to a Erusian oil field? I'm thinking the SFFSS that. Let's make sure we get the right parts. Yeah, I think that's good. I wonder, should it be the normal vis or low vis Ocean emblem? I think we'll go low vis. I normally don't like the low vis emblems, but this one I think fits better. With the desert. Alright. Let's fly.
Convicts, stand by at the front.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward. You don't want to talk, running off with your tail between your legs. I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I...
America! Fuck yeah!
Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats, more warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like the military.
You think you look anything like military?
I mean, I do. I look like military.
I've got more bad news. The megastorm at Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy.
Aw, poor Princess Count. Does this mission not meet your approval?
That cheers me up.
They're targeting every last oil truck.
Another one bites the dust. Dude. Nope, we're all crazy down here.
Enemy has a lock on me. 3 minutes remaining. Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time.
We have time, full band.
It's like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Start destroying the facilities around the harbor one by one. Maybe. Continue with it. Spare 15 locked on. Take it now.
Boom. Yes.
I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here to more than I do. It's all about where you're from.
2 minutes remaining.
Where is Trigger from? Like, is he
AA gun down.
northern part of Osea, southern part, western part? I guess that's something for the fanfics.
Target destroyed.
Jesus.
Spare 15.
Looking at his usage of Pelkin space magic, he'd say that he's from Pelka. You mean North Osea, Inquisitor. He's from North Osea.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward.
And he might be, I don't know.
Running off with your tail between your legs? I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of other things. More warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military.
You think you look anything like military?
Get the ships out of here before they're blown up.
Uh,
Damn, that's what I call fireworks.
I've got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching RAO.
no clue where the Belkin War before was. Belk was.
Firepower needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy.
Yeah. Your best bet to find A6 if you want it is, well, depending upon where you are. If you're in Murica, vintage stock would probably be your best bet. If not, then, well, there's always eBay or Amazon. Same goes for the other, or the PS2 trilogy.
Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time.
3 minutes remaining.
Although if you're looking for less than legitimate ways of getting them, I have no idea.
It's like watching the fireworks display. Missile in the air. Heads up.
Targeting every last wall struck. 15 target destroyed.
Yes, I am the only sane one here. Because I am the only one that actually does the job.
I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here to more than I do.
No, I
It's all
don't!
about where you're from.
I was falsely convicted.
I don't know what they were keeping in there, but it's all ashes now.
Bombs away.
Probably get yourself 6 eventually.
Missile in the air. Heads up.
Yeah, they are expensive because law, supply, and demand, buddy. Not a lot of supply, and surprisingly, there's a lot of demand. I just wish that demand was there when the game came out. But while the story and cutscenes of 6 are kind of the gameplay is amazing. I highly recommend it. But I admit I have a lot of bias.
1 minute remaining. Dust Cloud is entering the area of operations.
Ace 6 was my first Ace Combat game, so I'm going to have a lot of good memories of it.
Hey, Trigger, what do you think this stupid war
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it might be because
shouting that?
Project Ace has lost the license to sell games with the tornado in it.
Good citizens. 30 seconds remaining. Bombs away. Spare 15, target destroyed.
They're able to get away with a digital pre-order because it was a bonus.
AA gun down.
For pre-ordering the Xbox version of Ace 7, you got the digital version of Ace 6 for free.
Looking good.
I'll take jobs like this any day.
Megastorm and Nessa 2 is about to arrive.
Bring out the trucks. Make sure their routes are split. Take every drop of fuel you can carry.
Yeah, if you want Ace 6, you might have to do it with less than legitimate means on the Zinnia.
It looks like some oil tankers loaded with oil got away. HQ saw them on satellite. Burned down everything that turns up.
Why are they popping on and off of radar?
Sand clouds. Sand breaks up here and there. That's when radar picks them up. If you detect something, strike fast.
Staring at my radar and trolling? This is not my style.
Even in sand, you can lock on if you get close enough.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Easy for you to say.
You guys do whatever you want. I'm going off by myself. Okay, if you think that's for the best.
Bye, Princess Count. Have fun.
Radar, moving.
Stop calling me a princess, guys. Stop acting like a princess, Count. You all suck.
Bombs away. Tanker truck destroyed. Make sure you wipe them all out.
Take that.
Eyes like a jackal, Trigger.
Nothing but sand and rock. Nice place to build a prison.
We can toss you in it as soon as it's
Oh my god.
Spare 2, Count. Where the hell do you think you're going? You're approaching Erusian territory. Return.
Just following orders.
Why can I not hit this fucking tanker?
Missile launched.
Ah. That was beyond annoying.
Quit blubbering. Talk to me when you find a target. Yeah, target destroyed. Vehicle down. The rising smoke marks their graves.
Nice sentiment, Van Dog.
Can't see the highway unless you get way down.
Bastards picked a hell of a place to hide.
Is there not?
Spare squadron, a new
Guess not.
enemy is
Okay.
approaching. Bearing 350 from the point.
They're coming from the north. Did they pick up Count's aircraft? Wait a sec, don't go blaming me.
I always blame you, Count.
Drones.
More UAVs. Why are they always after us?
The mission stays the same. Destroy the tankers.
There's no way we can chase the damn tankers now. They're coming.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
A cat doesn't have enough lives to carry out your orders.
Last I heard, it can't be bought on Steam because it was pulled from the Steam store, likely for the same reason as since
If we follow
the
tanker
tornado
route,
was there.
exposed. I guess I'll be the guys going after Trigger.
But I think it's easier to get Steam keys from people that have them than, say,
Keep going. Burn it all.
an A6 disc.
I got no vision.
Have you forgotten what happens send you out to dig up landmines with your bare hands.
I'm sticking around.
But just a fair warning, Assault Horizon is a great game, but it won't feel like an Ace Combat game.
Can't attack the surface when our lives are on the line. Enemy has a lock on you.
And it's set in the real world, so
Aircraft down by a UAV.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission, full band.
We gotta get those UAVs.
Mission's become way too dangerous. Damn town for dragging us into this shit.
Shut the hell up. This has nothing to do with me.
You guys are celebrating, but I don't hear anyone saying all targets have been taken down.
Damn, I'm targeted. Maybe we should have struck the trigger after all. Target detected on radar.
Target confirmed near full band. Dig around.
Weapon systems acting up. I can't fight like this. I'm gonna break off. There he goes, running away. And he's who drew the drones here. Say what you want. Have fun with your new friends.
Huh? You can't stick around forever. Find those targets.
Trigger trash the target.
Spare 15 target destroyed.
most of the other games feel similar in the sense of,
Doesn't ignite that easily.
well, there's different flight models, obviously,
How about taking targets down
But-
and slapping your gums? Spare 15 target destroyed.
Assault Horizon feels more like a Call of Duty game.
5 minutes remaining.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Trigger took down a UAV.
It's just that it didn't work as an Ace Combat game, that's all.
Damn it, I've got one on my back.
But I do give props for Project Aces for at least trying something different and innovating. Even if it didn't work.
Down. Well done.
Still gotta applaud the courage to try.
That's a lot of fuel up in smoke. But there could be more hiding somewhere.
Got it. What is this bullshit?
Ow, ow. Not that I give a rat's ass. You sound like you know something. I don't just give intel away for free.
Understood. HQ sent a message. That was the last one. All aircraft return to base. All those tankers will starve their drones for a
I
while.
don't know.
I'm still alive.
And why would you play a flight sim, even an arcade flight sim,
If you think that's
with
all you
mouse
have to
and
survive,
keyboard?
might as well get your last rites now.
I couldn't.
Exactly, that was all dumb luck. Wait, you were an ear
No,
shot,
you
Joe?
can't fly backwards in tunnels.
Must have been straining to hear from high
That was a first for Ace Combat 7.
Seems you've learned nothing in the sky, Count.
Well, yeah, it's not like there's anything I can learn from Trigger.
Yeah, each Ace Combat game brought something new to the table. Most of the time, that was a one thing. Too lazy to buy a controller. Oh, well. I couldn't. I mean,
The mission was a
I've
success.
always used
There's
controllers.
nothing else I need to say. Dismissed.
In fact, I'm a console peasant. So even if I did get a gaming PC, I would still be using a controller, because that's what I'm most familiar with. But I could not even imagine playing a game like
It
this
seems
with a mouse and
headquarters is
keyboard.
starting to view some of you in the penal unit as a valid military force. Or at least that's what the rumors are saying. But that's bullshit. The only
That
reason
might
you're
be.
here is to atone for your crimes by carrying out
I
missions.
wouldn't know. I can barely do it to begin with. Alright, Faceless Soldier. Oh, we definitely don't want Desert Skin. Do I want F-18, F-16, No, I want long-range weapons. We'll go with the Hornet.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Use superior. I actually do normally use the Raven for this, but this is Team America. Specifically, post-Cold War, or the 90s era.
To keep hidden. That means no missiles.
80s and 90s era aircraft.
Talk about an enclosed space. What's more enclosed
So,
than solitary? Commence operation.
Raven does not qualify for this playthrough.
That's your target radar. Destroy the anti-air weapons around it, too.
Enemy start attacking! Enemy aircraft are
But no, I love the Raven.
Just drive them away. Chase them upward. Lead them into the missiles.
Destroy radar sites. You're still under satellite observation. Watch out for missiles.
Feels like I'm being watched by a pack of band dogs.
Their missiles are guided by a combination of the satellite and...
Oh yeah, getting the Ace to spawn, which technically this is the Ace skin, is so fucking annoying on this mission.
What if the radar isn't under a cloud? Destroy it, and then scurry for cover if you value your life. I thought you'd say that.
I'm starting to feel guilty about leaving everything to Trigger.
In that case, use yourself as a decoy for the surface-to-air missiles.
Shit.
Spare 15 locked on. AA gun down. Anti-ship missile fired. Radar site confirmed destroyed. However, not all radars have been taken out. The satellite's still in operation.
They sure aren't making things easy for us.
Damn it, they're making us do something, but just what?
It's a dangerous operation, but it's better than running through a minefield blind, I guess. You're so naive, Tabloid. What we're doing is exactly like running through a minefield blind.
Silence. If you've got time to yap, you're not doing your job right.
Pull up.
Got in using a trick any amateur could think of. Picked up a bunch of intel.
Full man, that's your second strike. There won't be a third.
Made it in the clouds.
Spare 15, missile away. Target destroyed.
Boom!
Good to go.
I got my hands on a password, and after some digging around, I found
I'm not sure you understand what you're
Well,
saying, Spears.
that's an interesting question, especially directed to me.
in this war, intel
Because my first game was Ace Combat 6, aka the game where every special weapon is broken as hell. So,
Watch out for ice while you're in there.
You're best shaking off missiles by going
the anti-ship missiles I'm used to are a lot more similar to the land attack cruise missiles in this game. But I'll try my best. Basically, anti-ship missiles are good against ships at long range. If you fire the anti-ship missile at the target that says what kind of ship it is, like if it says carrier
Get back to the clouds.
or cruiser or destroyer or what have you,
Radar site destroyed. To the left.
and you fire it from long range, it will
Cancel alert. Remember
one
that
or
satellite
two shot the entire ship. If you target a hard point, you'll kill the hard point, but that's about it. On the ground, it is not a spread bomb, so it won't effectively kill off clusters of targets unless they're like right next to each other.
in gun range.
Also,
Missile.
they don't track well unless it's at long range, so
You're in the clouds.
you have to keep that in mind.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
But they're good sniping missiles.
Caution. Missile.
But my problem has always been
Missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
getting to a point where
They don't have anywhere to run.
it's still long range, but I'm close enough to actually shoot the thing.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Because in A6, it was a spread missile that you could fire at close range and would one-shot a ship no matter where you fired it at.
Stall warning.
Blocked. Clouds are blocking the satellite. Watch out for ice while you're in there. Confirmed kill on AA gun. All targets destroyed. That's the last of the radar sites we needed to destroy. That probably put a stop to their satellite.
What's the mission?
Someone fly above the clouds.
How about you do it?
I like the sound of that.
The Wyvern and the Raven both have their strengths and weaknesses.
What's going on, Bandog?
I have to know what the mission and the
This is the Air Force
weather
Base.
is before I give a recommendation.
Nobody told me there was this many nearby. Incoming Allied fighters. Respond.
Because the Wyvern has a gun and has multi-lock missiles.
The regular forces don't want anything to do with the Beetle base.
The Raven is a lot better at close-up dogfighting.
The IFF says they're allies.
And with its UAVs,
Tell me they're very
he's good against single targets.
Missile.
But it also can't do next to anything in clouds because of its PLSL instead of a gun. So both have their strengths and weaknesses.
Our IFF?
If the mission is
Strategic system via
go up
satellite.
against Mihai, I will take the Raven every single time. If the mission is kill as many aircraft in as short a time as possible, I'm taking the Wyvern because of the 4 AAMs.
Who's on my tail? Is it an enemy?
This is close combat. I don't know who's on whose team.
At this rate,
Excuse the allergy cough.
all aircraft head into the clouds. Get out of the enemy sight.
And then what? What about markings and trap type?
Stall warning.
Hey, the enemy's working in coordination.
Missile.
Hostile behind. They have
Missile.
I'm hit. I'm done.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
All aircraft, gather around me. I mean Trigger. What? Bandog, can you register Trigger and the blips around him as friendlies?
Missile.
What are you thinking?
Missile.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite part of Face of
What choice do
Soldier.
we have?
Sure.
All right, all aircraft, form up on Trigger, nice and tight.
The OST, the iconic cutscene here, and then the good old-fashioned dogfighting.
Bandog, it's on you. Full band, what's your location?
Then Helios.
Understood. I've sent new ID data. Enemies will be marked as enemies.
It looks amusing. Yeah, it does.
Shoot them all down.
On 'em.
Don't play on tiger.
I decide when you die.
Shit.
Locked.
Missile.
Chaff and flares are running low. Projectile incoming.
Nimbus incoming.
Tell us what's happening. Come on.
God damn it, not right now.
That doesn't sound good.
Air contact incoming at high speed. It's too fast to be an aircraft.
It's not an aircraft. What is it?
What do we do? What's going on?
Five, four, three, two, one. Here it comes.
That shockwave!
My aircraft's gonna break up.
Incoming transmission from HQ. Their weapon is codenamed Helios. It's a long-range missile carried by Arsenal birds. Arsenal
Nope.
birds.
There we go.
Sending over the predicted impact zone.
Ba-da-bum.
It's coming in
Bum.
hot.
Damn, you're working quick today, man dog.
Get too chatty and you'll die. Five, four, three, two, one.
Don't get caught.
How can they fire like that when they've got allies in the airspace? Don't they care about the pilots?
No, they
There
don't.
are a few targets remaining. Concentrate. Shoot down remaining hostiles.
Attack failed.
Missile.
Missile! Bugs 2.
Spare 15, you're hit.
It's basically like flak, long-range flak, if you're talking about Helios.
Inbound.
It's less about actually hitting your target and more about area denial.
Impact, now.
In A6, the Estavakians used a weapon that this was based off of, Nimbus,
Locked.
as a very effective area denial weapon.
Count. 1 to go.
But yeah, you're right, to kill an individual aircraft, no, it's extremely wasteful. But to deny an Air Force a particular part of the sky, it's very effective.
All right, I got the last one.
Oh, yeah! You like that, you dirty freak?
Damn it! God damn it! Why is this?
Count was the closest.
Full band?
What the hell? Full band's down. Friendly fire? Didn't we get all the bandits?
Full band got tagged as an enemy.
What?
You did that on purpose, band dog.
Did what?
Don't play dumb. Full band.
It was an accident.
Of course he did it on purpose.
Return to base.
Son of a bitch!
Didn't you hear the laugh in his voice? Was like, I'm at the tail end. Got it. Okay. Now on to transfer orders.
The mission was a success. There's nothing else I need to say.
Alright, bye. Yeah, no, Bandog had full ban executed because of the data breach. And in fact, it's implied that the data that full ban was going to share with Bandog and release was Stonehenge. So full ban had him executed. Now, whether or not that was the right call, I can't say. But it certainly wasn't his call to make. But I understand why he did it. fact, him doing it probably led
We were being treated like a regular
to the
unit.
Stonehenge plan actually working.
It's in order to pack everything up and move the...
Because even though the Erusians did figure it out eventually, that extra time that Bandog bought them
Attention. I've received a communication from
gave the
General
Oseans
Staff
enough time
Office.
to actually get the plan together.
It seems your ability to carry out missions.
But that's just my interpretation. Alrighty, so for this fun, we're going to go ahead and go with the F-15J. And it's totally balanced and not broken at all QAAMs. Though I am going to want to tweak it a little bit. Oh yeah, we want that. I guess this is good. And we're using the poor man's cipher.
At the front.
Yeah. Wanna be cipher weeb. That's me. Until consoles get the cipher skin we deserve, I have to use the poor man's cipher. How's it going, Salty?
Spare 15, this is the control tower. The runway is clear. You are cleared for takeoff. The base commander's transport craft has taken off. It's flying alongside Spare 2. Well, Trigger, this is where we part ways. I hope we meet again in different squadrons.
Slow day, huh?
Spare 15, takeoff confirmed.
PC supremacy shall be
Spare 15,
eternal.
altitude restriction lifted.
Yeah, well, at least us console peasants,
So the ladies
when we
are
pop a
saying
disc
that-
in, it works.
Yeah, I
Instead
know.
of having to
I'm
go
ready.
through
Whatever.
all these troubleshootings of why is the game bugging out.
I'm no angel. I mean, my old man
The strength
died
of
so
consoles
early.
is its
All I do is
simplicity.
scream for it. It ain't gonna be a picnic.
And for old geezers like me, that's what I need.
Adios, you damn fool.
The order is
Alright,
kill anyone trying to kill the commander, even if they're one of us.
alright.
Kill the command
I did it, I protected him from the Erusians.
along with the mission. Not that it was a load worth protecting.
Whee! Barrel. Hey, why is it over? I got 1,000 points for that. Fine.
The order is simple. Kill anyone trying to kill the commander, even if they're one of us. Like how you killed Full Band? It was an accident.
I love the fact that you can shoot him down and still get points for it.
This is Base Commander McKenzie. I want you
It's like Project Aces knew we were going to do it.
My orders take priority. That's it. Sure wish our cargo would shut up. The enemy's using anti-air weapons. Don't freak out. Keep your shit together. Be on the lookout for camouflage SAM sites. Seek and destroy. SAM site confirmed. Down. Stay alert.
Yeah, shoot it down count would be nice.
SAM site's located. Take them out. Use those flares now. Missiles are
I mean,
coming.
princess count.
Find those targets.
Count as a princess,
Righto.
and we should all give her the respect she deserves.
New SAM site. There are more than we expected.
And that was tongue firmly planted in cheek.
Another SAM. Clean it up. Fire at the port. We'll deal with the big one later.
Yeah.
Hold up.
I still don't know why I make those effort noises when I do, the grunts and stuff when I do high G turns, but
Keep the commander safe. I don't want to deal with
I
that.
do.
Now we can sleep in for once.
I also lean into the turns, as if it does anything.
But can still fly.
Damaged. Take out the goddamn missile and there'd be no damage.
New SAM site.
Ah, yes.
Cal.
Plot armor.
Exposed to anti-air
The
fire.
strongest part in a 7.
SAM site's located.
Caution. Pull up.
Bandits closing in. Determined hostile. Intercept.
However, it's important to note that plot armor is useless in cutscenes. In fact, if you have plot armor on, there's a good chance that you will be killed in a cutscene.
Enemy transport support spotted and confirmed.
Sending backup. Clear to engage.
Because that is the one weakness of any protagonist.
With escort. Flying as an escort makes me feel like I'm all tied down.
Missile.
Oh, quit your bitchin', princess.
The radar's lit up. Fire. They know we're here. This is Bandog. SAM site's located. Eliminate them.
You can't actually shoot him down, but what you can do is damage him to the point where he retreats.
40 kilometers remain.
Escorts that go down do so in honorable service, worthy of my praise.
The next missile will down your craft, so watch your tail.
Bandog, it's up to you to make sure the support stays in the air.
But I know Shamrock Bashing flies a lot in Sly's chat, but see, I actually like Shamrock. So, yeah. No, you can't shoot him down, you fucker.
Damn, they're firing surface-to-air missiles at me. Bandits incoming. Engage and destroy. Good. Enemy aircraft's eliminated.
Looks like there's
I forgot about the transport.
one more Sam left.
Rover 1 is exposed to anti-air fire.
Nah, it'll be fine. Okay, so there's 2
Another
Sams.
SAM spotted.
Missile.
24 kilometers to destination. You're about halfway.
Did I get them all this time? I think those are old missile trails. So I'm not sure. One way to find out. If the ace is spawned, then that means we've killed all the Sams.
Oh, I see the city. Once we're over the border, we're safe. Hurry up.
Bandits inbound. Don't get distracted. Just a little further.
Engage! The enemy's running us first! Situation
What's happening? The situation is prickly here. Don't let your men do anything stupid. Attention Russian aircraft.
Boom.
We're approaching Volgograd airspace. Change your heading.
But I understand why people don't like Shamrock.
Hands off while they're in Russian airspace.
Especially Mission 11, he's an asshole, and that's the only mission I actually wanted to shoot him down. But Shamrock is not the worst wingman. That honor goes to Guts from Assault Horizon. And Shamrock more than proves his worth in the ability, like, he can use any SP weapon better than you can. And he's competent in gameplay, so I don't buy the he's the worst wingman argument.
Tell them I requested it.
There's no time. 2 aircraft will have to do.
Not when wingmen like PJ, Guts, and Count exist.
They're imposing their independence on everyone, like it or not.
Good luck, Inquisitor.
Arriving shortly at destination. Trigger, it's a breath of fresh air having you out here. Oh, you hear that, Trigger? In our squadron, even the good pilots were criminals. You don't stink like them.
Although, even PJ I like, just because of his character.
Count.
And it makes sense for him not to be that competent because he's young and naive.
Save your servants for someone who cares, preacher. You wouldn't understand, Count. Not until you take a good look in the mirror. Arrived at destination. Rover 1, report your situation. If everything's fine, prepare to land.
Ah, would you look at that? Support has kept me alive. This is significant for all of our forces. I've left my mark by proving the penal unit's ability as a usable military force.
All aircraft caution. Bogies.
Fun ain't over yet.
Unidentified aircraft. They're fast. Real fast.
What?
It closed in fast.
Ah, man. Fuck this guy.
Unknown considered hostile. Respond to the situation. Protect Rover 1.
Get a reload of my clams.
Spare 15 engage. Take down the bandits. Spare 2, support Rover 1 and escort the craft to safety. Wilco, I was just about to ask if I could do that myself.
Ah, fuck this guy. With the sea whiz on the planet, on the nose.
Trigger, keep that guy away from here.
What is that thing? Keep it away from this aircraft.
Oh, you asshole. Stop shooting down my missiles.
Bandit hit. Still active. The bandit evaded a missile. How'd they manage that?
Well, they aren't affected by G-forces as we are because it's a drone.
What the hell does he want? He's got his ACM down, but something's off.
Boom!
Spare 2, stay alert. When you get there, the responsibility is on you. Negative. Bandit lost, confirmed down. Clear skies all round. Spare 15. You did well. Wait, what now? 4 friendlies approaching. Allied fighters. This is the Air Force Base 444 Squadron. What is your affiliation?
Got a guard dog out here barking? This is your only
Hey, it's
Cyclops
people I actually like.
Squadron? What are you doing here?
I was tracking an enemy prototype. I wouldn't be surprised if that dumbass...
Mind if I join the formation?
This is Base Commander McKinsey. I apologize on behalf of that asshole. He really screwed up. He didn't listen to my order to stand down. I'm certain he'll be
there. I'm information. Kind of. Sort of. Not really. Close enough.
Respectfully, sir, I believe they got promise.
Screw y'all. I'm LRSSG now.
The order is simple. Kill anyone trying to kill the commander. Even
Ordinarily, you'd get a warm welcome to our base, but the situation is complicated. That drone is the enemy's latest experimental craft.
And it's the
We wanted
Ace
to collect
5
data on its
briefing
capabilities,
guy.
But that's gone out the window now, hasn't it? To be honest, I didn't think it could be brought down by anything. Oh yeah, your commander has been
Wait.
transferred to a different post.
You never tried using
He's probably headed to the
QAAMs?
front lines where things are hottest.
What's wrong with you?
He did stress his achievements. We need every edge we have. We're currently seeing where we can use you best.
Do the good
Stand by
guys
for
not
further
believe in QAAMs? Siren Song. I love this mission so
Receive
much.
official confirmation about what we're supposed to do with you. The company commander has made it clear he'd like you both to officially join our squadron.
I'm just gonna let this one go just because I love the OST behind
You've
it.
got some people looking out for you. Still, I think it's because of how you've conducted yourselves. I believe
It's not
you'll
the
be
best
an
briefing theme. That goes to Ace 5's briefing
asset.
2.
It's time for your briefing.
But this is a very close one.
For a long time, our counteroffensive has been overpowered by the Erusian drone's auto-intercept system.
I'd say this is number 3. Number 1 would be
Ground
briefing
enters
2
their airspace and doesn't
for Ace
respond to
5. Number
fire.
2 would be
Drones automatically
Ace
take
7's DLC
and
briefing.
move to intercept their target.
And this would be number 3.
However, we've discovered that the intercept system has a blind spot. We've acquired this valuable information.
Feel free to post in the chat what your favorite
To scout all
Ace
areas
Combat briefing
and
theme
initiate
is.
combat. Of all the pilots assigned to us, only 2 managed to survive the mission. If we don't act now, before the enemy can fill in the blind spot, those pilots will sacrifice themselves for nothing. So, we've been ordered to carry out a long-range strategic strike. Operating separately from the main forces as the Long-Range Strategic Strike Group.
I wonder
we've
where
been
our
developing a
base
strategy
is.
in secret. Cyclops Squadron and
WW,
Spider Squadron will sortie deep into
the tail
Erusian
code.
territory and will be carrying out specialized long-range attack strategies. You will carve your way through the territory from the north to the capital of Farbanti, attacking important targets along the way. The first operation will involve striking the enemy's main naval force, the Njord fleet, which is gathered in northern Yuzhu. We've known for some time that there's a large supply base utilized by the enemy fleet in the waters around Snyder's Thumb. At present, the enemy fleet...
I mean, I know it's
concentrated
New Arrows, but I don't know where New Arrows is.
where the Ostian forces are stationed. If we can surprise the enemy
All right.
with a long range...
I want to blow stuff up now. Alright, so the weapons we have available. We've got anti-ship missile or rockets. Which, if this was Ace 6, I would definitely take the anti-ship missile. But this isn't Ace 6, so no. 14D, we got ground penetrating bombs. Fuck that noise. PLSL is a very strong contender. But I gotta be careful with PLSL because if I use it once, I'm probably just gonna keep using it because I know me. The J has nothing. TLS or SFFS? not exactly sure how well the SFFFFFFFS is. Would be, so... Back to ground penetrating bombs. LSAM or EML? Hi, I'm Rosgrees, and I'm a PLSL-holic. It has been 3 missions since I've last used the PLSL. I like the EML for the anti-ground purposes. Which is ironic because in A6 I only use the EML against air targets, but they're rapid fire. But this thing fires too slow for me to really effectively use it against air targets. Well, it recharges too slow.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete.
So when I
Reports
miss,
accept.
I have to wait like 30 seconds in order to fire it against. Oh yeah, no, that's why I'm taking it, because I can 1 or 2 shot ships with it. Although the funnest thing to do against ships is still PLSL strafing run.
Your first mission is to refuel midair. I'll provide you with instructions, so follow my lead. 1,500 meters to tanker. Too fast. Lower airspeed. 500 meters. You have permission to access the refueling tanker.
Oh good, I have permission.
50 meters.
Whee!
Trigger, maintain your current approach.
Come on.
Excellent work, Trigger. Refueling
Tonk.
initiated. Maintain your current position.
I do love this camo. I love it a lot.
Trigger, your call sign is 3 under Cyclops 1.
Sorry, but I'm an evil at work. My judgment goes fuzzy when I'm too hungry.
How can you talk about food? Trigger, how come you're number 1 and I'm stuck as number 2? Oh well, I guess I can let it slide for now.
And we're just supposed to follow you? I heard you're spectacular, Captain.
I love this OST.
I don't want you slowing us down out there.
Starts out so graceful and peaceful,
If you need repairs or fuel.
but by
Graphs need D2 in order to be effective.
the time you start to get into combat, here comes the guitar.
We're approaching the marine platform.
Get those planes off the runway! We have to send up fighters now! All right, scramble!
Enemy fighters have just taken off from the platform. Eliminating the fighters with extreme regiments.
Boom!
Threatening mission.
We'll swap those flies down into the drink.
What just happened?
You destroyed a structure, Sport. That's remarkable skill.
I've sent the data. Big like Trigger, serve up a sandwich.
Righto. Copy. Roger.
Loss of the platform was not anticipated. Without this base,
Bum.
we'll have to rethink
Bum,
our whole
bum, bum,
strategy.
bum.
Platform first confirmed. It is undefeated between those bombs and that burger is well done.
We serve a sandwich?
I'm happy to eat both.
Whatever you say, man.
Count, you do realize that a hamburger is a type of sandwich, right?
Mostly thanks to Strider 1.
A sandwich is any piece of meat between 2 buns. Or 2 pieces of bread. That is why a hot dog is not a sandwich, because it is a piece of meat between one folded piece of bread.
Stop treating me like a newborn chick.
Therefore, it is more accurate to call a hot dog a taco.
Just stick with your mother's head as you head back to the roost safe and sound.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
This education about American foods has been brought to you by your friendly neighborhood Lancaster.
They're after me. I need cover.
You've taken care of about a third of the platform. The other side is still buzzing, so keep an eye out.
Just remember, even though you're in the middle of a dogfight, try and provide accurate target identification. That doesn't mean you don't have time to eat. Burgers with Lancaster.
They got a lock on you, Strider 1. Do not let them destroy this base. Prepare to
Delicious food to go
attack missed.
since 2019.
Firing railgun.
Our anti-aircraft weapons are taking heavy damage. Bring down those fighters.
Fox 2. Nice shot. Joint section destroyed.
We've lost half the platform. Prepare the
Actually, after the war, I could totally see Lancaster opening up some type of restaurant.
half the AA guns and SAM sites are still alive and kicking. Not good.
Or either that, becoming a food critic.
Teamwork will keep us alive. Victory don't mean much if you're dead.
Locked on bandit. That's half of their operational ships. Keep at it, everyone. No one expected an attack in those small numbers.
Oh, missed.
Hostile has a lock. Fox 2. Target's approaching. To the anti-aircraft battery.
Platform successfully purged.
Just wait for that platform going down. I call
Whoa!
it the final shot.
I thought I was gonna crash there.
Keep your eyes peeled, Trigger. You never know when that experimental squadron might show up.
Jaeger, he knows that better than anyone. He's one of the few with the skills to face Mr. Rex and live to tell.
That ain't funny.
What's the matter, princess? Don't like being reminded of your cowardice?
That missile was a direct hit to our bridge. All of our ships are crippled.
Destruction of marine platform confirmed. Good job.
Yes, it's confirmed that it's been destroyed. We need to take target to support sections.
Move on to the valley as before.
Trigger, what are the marks on your plane? 3 lines. Scratches?
Well,
They're like sin lines.
What are those?
they used to be a badge of or a mark of shame, the 3 sin lines. But ever since being exonerated,
Pull away.
I've turned that mark of shame into a badge of honor.
We have visual confirmation of the enemy fleet. You're cleared to engage.
We'll go. Let's go.
Enemy Aegis vessel intercepting incoming missiles with their Sea Whiz. Counteract Sea Whiz with a low approach or use missiles outside intercept range.
All ships, prepare for anti-aircraft.
Ow!
Swat any dumbass that flies near our fleet. They're already firing. They think they can hit us.
Approach with dives. With their fire, we can move in. SWS, stay calm. Watch if that experimental squadron show up here. Anti-air missiles ready. Might as well be praying to the heavens. Now get out there and shoot them down yourself.
Strider 1, target destroyed. Put quite a dent in their naval power. The results are better than expected.
We still have more time. Don't let up. Knock them Vessel Shredder sunk.
Missile.
The enemy has lost 30% of their fleet. If you don't stay sharp, you'll be meeting Davy Jones. They're giving us all they've got. Slip through that fire. Keep hitting and running.
Boom!
Destroyer sunk. Clear the rest.
Fire too early or too late. Extensive flooding in critical locations. We can't keep up. I think we've sunk most of the enemy boats. I can't tell because of all the smoke.
Cyclops 2, stay sharp. Half of the enemies are still around. Going by the numbers, Cal.
Missile. Missile.
No enemy bases are close enough to strike our supply line. They flew in from far away, like a flock of snowbirds.
Missile cruiser Scotty has been sunk. Well done.
Locked on. We've lost 80% of our fleet. We can't do any more. Prepare the lifeboat. We should have had the strategic advantage. Just who are these guys?
Focused on Strider 1. This is my chance to rack up my score.
Uh-huh. Good luck with that count.
Look at him go. Destroyer sunk. Lost engine control.
One of the new recruits talks a lot. Swears a lot, too.
That girl swears more than me.
It's not just the swearing either. She's got quick lips, too.
I thought you'd say that.
Enemy fleet has been neutralized. You guys just down some serious firepower.
It was a piece of cake.
It's nice to have some fresh talent we can count on.
Yeah, too bad you only got one aircraft instead of two. Count.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your...
Alright. Stick with the EML and we'll take off.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower.
Is Jaeger teaching our hatchling how to fly?
Sup, Nugget?
Hey, knock that off.
Going alright? We're,
Okay, I've got
bringing freedom and democracy to Erusia. Erusia.
There was once an Erusian ace known as the King of the Skies. Every pilot he faced in training said
Because we're Team America.
scary. Think of the true fear that an animal feels when it is being hunted by a predator. What about people who face it?
And that's what heroes do.
No pilot came back alive. I'm not sure I buy that.
Locked on.
Get those guys later. We have a platform to destroy. Bum, 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 bum,
5 minutes
bum.
remaining.
Half of us are resupplying. We
We're
need
near the Valley platform.
Damn it! They caught us getting ready to deploy. Hurry it up!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Catch him now.
Missile.
Missile inbound. Evade. Shaking off enemy lock.
Strider 1, firing railgun.
If they come in low, push them up higher so we can shoot them down.
Strider 3, launching missile.
And acquired. Initiating attack.
Platform works confirmed.
Sitting tucked them together like they lock 30% of the platform. Track together. We can't afford to take any more damage.
Permission to pull a harmless prank.
Stay cool.
I mean, I guess.
Stop any more damage to the base. Overwhelm them with our superior numbers.
You did good work today.
What's the prank?
Never know until you're up in the air, do you?
I got.
Right now, we need to mop up the rest.
We've already taken out half of the platform.
We have the enemy's focus destroyed. Just keep hitting. There'll be less anti-aircraft.
Ah, god damn it.
Clear for emergency launch. Tugboat separated. Full speed ahead.
The air is tight.
Missile.
We've lost 60% of our weaponry. We can't hold out much longer. Call for help ASAP.
For fuck's sake.
3 minutes remaining. Nice shot. Joint section destroyed.
The platform has lost most of its anti-air
What didn't work?
All right.
Enemy has a radar lock on me.
Shove off. Hurry! We can't afford to be targeted right now.
I'm surprised that I actually hit.
Enemy done. Continuing attack.
Oh, an invite?
We lost the entire team.
To what?
I'll need to inform headquarters to watch out for planes bearing that emblem.
Now I'm kind of scared.
Attacking.
Platform's been destroyed. Didn't think it would build as well. Nice work, team.
Go easy on the brakes. The helmets are tightened up already.
Man, how long you been under this guy? Must be a pain.
Cal, this mother hand plans to keep you alive
Huh?
for a long time.
Ah.
What a pain in the ass.
Well done. That takes care of both of the platforms. But best of all, we've taken 0 losses. Stay alive, people. This is why I've taken the liberty of ordering dinner for you guys from a nice Italian
Oh.
base.
It's Ace Combat Multiplayer.
Got some people calling for that
Huh.
special squadron. Yes, of course I told them that, but... It's no use. We've lost all our air defenses.
Like I said,
One of the pilots who went up against the
if I get 50 followers,
chased him off solo.
and or once I hit affiliate, I'm gonna be doing the Ace 7 multiplayer.
Yeah, well, I wish I'd been there too.
Open invitation to anybody with this on PS4. You can fly against the Amerian Ace. He'll probably win because I suck, but you know.
Target destroyed by Strider 1. 3 seconds remaining.
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack.
Strider 1, firing railgun.
This one's mine. Attacking. Strider 1, enemy is locked on.
Cyclops 2, hostile on your rear.
Say goodbye.
Pull up.
Damn it.
Attention all aircraft.
If that was Ace 6, it would have been mine.
We'll recover from this one. You did great out there.
Yeah, you kind of do need
Guys,
PS
finally
Plus.
opened that bottle.
I think I understand the new boss's style.
Our other newcomer is a unique character.
Stall warning.
The old squad was bad, and I guess it's no different here. I could really perform if only I had some partners I could trust.
No need to worry. I got your back. Relax and do your thing.
Give me a break.
52,000. Not a bad score.
Sorry, but I'm gonna need you.
Improve that Joe Nugget and make me feel better.
How can you talk about
Well, the reason why I suck, especially multiplayer, is one, I have a bit of a temper. Two, I don't understand the meta.
The mission was a success.
And three,
You did more
my
to humble the
reactions
enemy's
just
sea
aren't
power
that
than
good.
the first-
Stonehenge.
Our counteroffensive has changed the course of the war. However, the western part of the continent and the area around the space elevator still remain under Erusian control. As you all know, this is because they have those damn arsenal birds controlling the skies around the lighthouse.
Yeah, I have a temper. It's a long fuse, but multiplayer tends to bring it out.
In addition to helping to destroy the asteroid, Stonehenge was also utilized by the Erusian forces as a weapon in the Continental War. However, the majority of the artillery is out of action
I was
after an air raid
cool,
by
calm, and
independent
collected.
Allied forces. When
I
that
tried
happened,
to.
The main base was being repaired from the
Fuck
damage
Soleimani!
caused by the asteroid, so it managed to escape the bombardment. The Osean Army continues to repair.
But no, you guys should have seen a little bit of it when, back in the
will be able to fire again.
anniversary stream,
However, the officer in charge has yet to
when I
confirm
did,
whether it can be fired
or
more
tried to
than
fight Mimic Squadron in
once. Looking like there
Anchorhead
is only one chance to be able to bring down one of those
on 8th difficulty. Yeah, that kind of broke my rage there.
One plan.
Ironically, it was rage that broke my rage, so I guess it's appropriate.
Stonehenge.
No, guys, seriously, fuck Soleimani.
But if our operation goes as planned, we should be able to shoot it down before it reaches the operation area. We've set up strong points.
But no,
around Stonehenge. Provide them with air support.
When I was grinding up for the...
Our mission is to protect Stonehenge.
Oh yeah,
and shoot
and
down
when I do the MP stream, it will be a private room.
If we can shoot down
And if you want in,
it will significantly reduce the scale of the enemy's air defense network.
you'll have to DM me your
Stonehenge is our only way of bringing
a
down
friend
our
request, and then I'll
It's a
invite you
luxury
in.
we cannot afford.
Because I don't want randos in spoiling our fun. Yeah, it's frustration. In the anniversary stream, it was very much frustration. For multiplayer, it is legitimate anger. Gonna take a break on the battle, Starscream? Which battle? Okay, for Stonehenge. We'll use this one. I like the desert thing for it. SFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFF mode yet. Oh, yeah. Final boss with... for Varkalok, what I always used was a Sniper OS. And just machine gunned them. Now, Starscream, is this PSP or on the emulator? So on the emulator, it should be easier, because the PSP is a nightmare to play on. Trust me, I know. I 100% of the game on the PSP.
Attention, all defensive and air support teams. In order to get up and running, what I need most from you is time. As long as you can provide me that, my program will bring down the Arsenal bird.
That was Major Deanna McConey. I'm Warrant Officer Lehman, a specialist. We're now commencing the operation to destroy the Arsenal bird.
It's gonna be a long...
No, I never did Destiny 2 streams. And I've actually uninstalled Destiny 2 from my PlayStation. I got burnt out from the grind fest.
Are we sure that thing's even gonna fire? Seriously, I mean, how old is it?
If it doesn't, then our luggage run dry. I'd get praying if I were you.
Well, if it works, it'll bring down even an Arsenal bird. Big if. And it'd have to hit.
Missile.
Now I have pre-recorded videos on YouTube. Unfortunately, it's on a second channel, which I never remembered making, but whatever. And I can link those on the Discord if you want to watch them.
I'm on its back.
Locked on.
But no, I've never streamed any Destiny stuff.
This is men here sick. The enemy ground forces have been eliminated. Much obliged for the air support. All right, guys. This time you get a whole 45 seconds. Grab some chow or something.
on target.
Powering main system. Code blue. Skipping sequences 47 to 97.
Activating. We just need one shot.
Come with ground and air support and are ready to drive the enemy back.
One is more than enough. Clear all threats.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Bombers, bearing 190. Stonehenge won't survive a bomb run. You have to stop them.
Here 5. There's no way we're letting them take down Stonehenge.
It depends upon the difficulty level, Nugget. On normal or below, no, you would skip off but take massive damage.
Hurry and verify the red and yellow.
No, wait, just on easy. On normal or above, you just die.
This is Men here 7. We are getting overrun. We need reinforcements.
Man here 7 is hot. Let's go give him some help.
I have no idea. The enemy isn't letting up. There's just no wind in sight. Missile breaking!
I'll check as soon as I
Keep Stonehenge
finish
safe for us.
Our
the stream.
objective is wiping out the enemy forces. It's defending Stonehenge.
Why didn't that hit?
Enemy on your rear. Signal time, bailing. Break off and set your sights on Stonehenge. We shouldn't touch if we stay together. Roger.
Power level is 40%. 42%. Come on, damn it!
Come on, baby. Be good. We need you.
You were venting about Sleighmani, Starscream.
Men here 5 have been eliminated. Good job. Missile inbound. Missile inbound. Tank is destroyed.
Oh. Yeah, that's the worst plane to have in San Francisco.
We don't get air support. We're dead.
That's your prank random friend request. Alright.
Watch out for anti-aircraft fire. We can't afford to lose anyone right now.
Yeah, I got it. I'll take care of it after the stream.
More hostiles advancing towards Men here 6. Ground forces haven't noticed yet.
Let's take out the
Grind the points for the F-22.
Strider Squadron.
I would actually recommend the YR-45 Fornius.
Missile away.
This one's wide open.
But most importantly, the best weapon for Sleighmani is the Sniper OS. You know, the thing that locks your machine gun onto a target? Now you humbly wait for a friend request to decline. Well, originally I was going to accept it, but now since you're expecting a decline, I feel like it'd be rude to accept.
More bombers. They're high. Altitude 8,000. Bearing 150. The enemy's going all out, too.
railgun power supply is. Damn it!
Well, the reason why I completed Joint Assault was because I played it
Come on, damn it!
in the break room on, or while I was working at Walmart.
Take out all bombers.
So it was either play that or actually work at Walmart.
Everyone. It's the LRSSG. Without them, we probably would have been the ones in trouble. I got the cards.
How much longer is this going to keep going? They're going to overwhelm us soon.
This is Men here 5. We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. We're ready to take it to them.
It's like goddamn whack-a-mole out here. I'm already exhausted.
Grit your teeth and fly.
We can see the smoke from here. Did you get those bombers?
Yeah, and single-handedly.
The bird with the 3 lines. It's gotta be him.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Ow! Fuck!
Send in the tanks.
Time to bomb Stonehenge. Back to the Stone Age.
Strider 1, warning, missile. Forrest, everything we've got at Stonehenge. What's it gonna
Fuck those AD tanks. Working at Walmart is worse than Count's whining. Exactly.
This is Menhir 6. We're taking heavy losses. I repeat, we need air support ASAP. Any chance for that air support?
I knew wave attacks were a thing, but I didn't think they'd be this effective. They just keep coming. Missile inbound! Missile inbound! Target destroyed. What the hell? They're supposed to be the ones on the offensive. How did they get us on the ropes?
We've wiped out half of them. Keep it up.
New hostiles bearing 210.
Rest your eyes and listen to Roscree's beautiful voice.
Fantastic. My score's just gonna keep climbing.
Consider an ASMR stream. I'm Roscrees, Demon Lord of the Round Table. Listen to the beautiful sound of my voice.
More guests. Bombers and their escorts. Bearing 170.
Shit. I'm going to go smack them down, but those boys below are hanging on by a thread. You want me to choose? Power level is at 80%. You think we should take our shot?
Patience. Don't want to waste everyone's hard work. Let's wait to 100.
I guess you're right. Give the fire control system one last check while we're waiting.
Roger.
Position behind Bandit.
This is Menhir 6. That's the last of the enemy reinforcements. I gave my men a 15-minute vacation. Sorry.
Boom goes the Tupolev.
I'll just be sitting on my lot of land.
Listen only to the sound of my voice.
What did you say?
Let it relax you.
Enemy rocket unit coming from the southwest.
Let it bring you peace.
They're planning a direct assault on Stonehenge. Stop them. Let's split up. Take whichever way you like.
Imagine yourself in a frozen forest.
More bombers approaching. Move it.
I'm gonna open the sky up.
They shot down one of us. How did that miss? I took some damage. Missile hit.
Hostile has a lock. Hostile behind me.
Getting out of rock.
Now, I've always thought that my voice sounded like Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon.
We're doing everything we can to fire as quickly as possible. Just buy us some time until then.
Prepare to fire. They know we're here. So shoot them before they shoot us. How long till you're ready? Once we fire, that cannon will crumble and the battle
Which, I
will
mean, I love Hiccup. He's basically me.
We'll leave the rocket unit to your squadron. Cyclops will knock out the helos.
Roger that.
Enemy confirmed destroyed.
Just focus on doing your job. They will handle their job to protect us from the enemy outside.
Excuse me, barmaid, but I believe you brought me the wrong offspring. I asked for an extra large boy with beefy arms, extra guts and glory on the side. This here is a talking fish bun. Now you're thinking about this all wrong. It's not so much what you look like, it's what's inside that he can't stand. Thanks for clearing that up.
Something on my radar. the Arsenal bird. Enemy on your back.
Missile.
Thanks for nothing, you useless reptile.
I have visual. Arsenal bird confirmed.
Just stop. Stop being
Swarm of UAVs
all
from the
this.
Arsenal bird. Keep them away from Stonehenge.
You just pointed to all of me. Exactly. Stop being all of you.
For the variables.
Oh, I see how this is.
Firing at 60.
Hear that? Keep us safe till then.
Fire control system inspection complete. Radar error correction. Good to go.
I know, I really want Sly to watch it. I honestly think he would love it.
45 seconds.
If not the movie, he would love the OST. And I really want him to listen to Test Drive.
We have confirmation. Live projectile is loaded.
Power level is at 100%.
Missile.
Strider 2 is hit. Scout, stabilize the craft and get out. Sorry, it's up to you now. Fire the railgun.
There will be consequences.
Bridge control? All green.
But at the same time, I don't want to spoil him for anything.
Final countdown.
So I'm not telling him anything about it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Missile. Missile.
But no, I've always identified with Hiccup because,
Off the target.
1, we're both left-handed. 2, we both have a nasally sounding voice.
Survey data isn't updating.
And 3, we're always the odd man out.
Survey vehicle down.
This is
Those
Burke.
vehicles are Stonehenge's eyes. Without those, I'm sorry.
Missile. Missile.
Don't give up yet, Major.
You got your spicy chicken and fries.
Sensors in the book.
Missile.
What are you scheming?
They're too unreliable. That's something.
Possibly running circuit. We can't do any more. Have the battery container and carry out our mission.
Missile.
Come on, damn it!
Missile. Missile.
Attention, all personnel! We have a change in the mission. We will now be using direct fire to shoot down the Arsenal bird. Listen, attack the central propellers. If you can destroy them, the Arsenal bird will slow down.
Strider 1, Cyclops 1. Air up and attack that propeller.
Get too fussy when I get too hungry.
Defend Stonehenge from the UAVs.
Zero. Missile. Missile.
Wilco, Jaeger, you take the lead.
Missile.
It's ready against APS.
Missile.
I'm not going to pester him. I might say, hey, have you ever had a chance to, but it's his choice.
Cap, we need someone who can take down those...
If he doesn't want to watch it, or then that's on him.
Trigger, do not move on this.
Unbelievable. Stonehenge came with
And honestly, the more you pester him, the less likely he's going to watch it.
They knew what they were doing.
Missile.
This whole operation is crazy.
Missile.
Well, only a total madman could bring down the Arsenal bird.
under the Arsenal bird. We'll calculate the range. And I need you to be exact.
Disabled. Please gas.
Cyclops 3 missile incoming. Look out.
I've been hit. Don't have to eject. Forecast. Send a request for rescue. Conditions unclear. Expect some injuries. 60 seconds remain.
Give me a second. It's been a while since I've used something this archaic. Does the angle on this table account for wind and Coriolis force?
Video is flag from here. How much wind? Just
Oh, God. Got it.
Cyclops 4 has been hit. Primo right.
Ow. Fuck. Run.
Lose any more allies.
Run.
Knock that off. She said to run and you did.
That could be possible, but I don't see how that's the case because he's
All right,
a major fan of SpongeBob.
Arsenal bird is slowing down.
And I would argue that's more for kids than How to Train Your Dragon is.
100%.
Lieutenant Arpard, Stonehenge, shoot.
Missile.
Understood. Begin final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7.
more likely it's just... No, The Last Airbender is not a kid's movie. It is a crime against humanity. That is what The Last Airbender is. Now, Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of the greatest pieces of animation ever of all time.
This victory belongs to you. Good lesson on the importance of manual control.
And kind of in regards to the pin you put on Sly's chat or Discord yesterday, I honestly believe that Avatar could be considered an anime. It fits, other than the fact that it was made, or that it's American and was animated in South Korea.
But enough about that. Get some rest now before the counterattack.
There is no movie in Ba Sing Se. But no, I love that that meme that you put in, Salty.
The guys are battling about a 3-line marking. Look into that for me.
We love you, and we accept you in our community, but we do not grant you the rank of anime. What? I don't understand. That's not fair. How can you be loved by the anime community and not be an anime? Sit down, or take a seat, cartoon. Let America... yeah, there's a large contingent of the anime community. Largely,
but at a great cost.
Mind you, the Japanese themselves don't gatekeep as to what is an anime and what isn't. They don't give a shit as long as it's good animation.
We can expect a counteroffensive by Ocean
They can.
everywhere.
They like it, and for them, the word or term anime, all it means is animation. It's the American or the Western fan base that gives it a special distinction as being anime is explicitly Japanese in origin. But before or Western animation kind of got to that caliber, anime used to have a lot of qualifiers of, well, to further distinguish it from cartoons, they were pieces of animation that had long-form story arcs. Costume changes were a thing. But mainly it was, and there had to be a certain style of animation. Well, come the early 2000s, Western animation studios, who largely, or their animators who largely grew up in the 90s and 80s watching things like Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Cowboy Bebop, all those animes, well, they got their style from watching that. So the quote-unquote cartoons they were pumping out, like Teen Titans from 2003, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Code Lyoko, they were very much anime-esque. And that's when the gatekeeping from the anime fandom really got hard. It's like, no, it's not anime because it's not from Japan. We acknowledge it meets every other requirement except we're region locking it. And I, for one, don't understand that that mindset, especially since it seems in bad faith to me that they're moving the goalposts. But that's just me. Yeah, Western culture likes to pigeonhole things. That is one of our failings. Actually, gonna take this off and put on. Can't wait for tomorrow again. What's? Oh, you mean the Taurus Saga? Quite possibly, because again, the Japanese, for them, anime is just their word for animation or cartoon. Like manga for them is comic. But we have to differentiate. Because God forbid that, you know, but I've always understood anime in the West as a genre. And a genre isn't region locked. It's meant to be enjoyed by everyone. And as a whole, I just don't like the concept of gatekeeping.
Did you say fake? They're paying to look at the real thing from the sky. Can't tell the difference.
It's the wing of that LRSSG that brought down that Arsenal bird. We got the bomb. It's a terminal type.
But no, one of my best friends is... I mean, he's not a full-blown weeb, you know, where he tries so hard to be Japanese that it's kind of pathetic. But he's very much in the anime can only be from Japan camp. Whereas if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, and sounds like a duck, it's a fucking duck.
Keep the targeting pod trained on that silo until the payload is delivered.
Hit, but it was off the mark. Let's give him another.
Confirmed anime fan.
Combustor will take some time. Aim carefully. Destruction of first missile silo confirmed.
The IRBM is aimed at the OT garrison. Cruisers' lives are at stake. We have no time.
They completely lost it. You can bet on it.
But you want to know the most ironic thing? The anime art style was actually inspired not by Japanese art style. Because if you look at traditional Japanese art, it looks nothing like anime. What inspired the original anime artists and animators was Disney. Oh, that's a fake.
The bomb was off its mark. The target is still standing.
So I kind of like to imagine that, you know, Western animation now imitating you're drawing inspiration from anime, it just comes full circle.
Changes every mission. I'm sure he has a reason for it. I'll believe that when I see it. I'm just glad he won't be there to chew my ear off. Take a good look. It's fake. Keep on the trigger.
Enemy fighter approaching. Fill it full of lead. Got ice on my waist.
Yeah, Betty Boop was another inspiration for, like the whole 1930s animation style, 30s and 40s. After World War II, that's what inspired the Japanese animators. Because there was, after World War II, there were a lot of Americans in Japan on military bases, both because of the Soviets having North Korea and because we broke it and we were going to fix it, sort of thing. And one of the things we brought over was our animation.
Strider 2, enemy behind you. Taking a look. Evading.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now.
Targeting pod failed to guide the bomb to the target.
Stupid hill.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now. All right. Now let's take out those remaining silos.
Missile silo destroyed. Where do we look next?
Yeah, animes come full circle. The cultural I don't know what if it'd be called diffusion or infusion or what have you, but ever since the end of World War II, Japanese and American culture have kind of begun to blend together. And each side is taking parts and bits from the other. Most apparent in Hawaii. Hawaii is essentially what it would look like if there was a country that basically was both American and Japanese at the same time.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now.
Right on the money.
Here's the enemy. Target destroyed.
The fewer there are, the harder they are to find. Good luck.
There's only one silo remaining.
I'm like a wolf that's been let off its leash. These guys won't know what hit him. I thought you were a bird from its cage.
I thought you were a princess without a tiara.
Trigger. Bomb has been dropped. Target is eliminated. All missile silos have been destroyed.
Wait, what the hell is that?
Different collection of cards. Same here. I've got Teen Titans, Avatar, Batman the Animated Series, Justice League.
Not from the side. They certainly hit it well. We still have a chance. Shoot it down before it reaches.
I also have some anime collections as well, like Yukikaze, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Confirmed signature on our radar.
Ow!
Warning. hostiles. All aircraft confirmed. Additional launch confirmed. Incoming! The target will soon reach critical altitude.
No, it won't.
Behind the enemy. Bandit acquired.
Missile.
Watch that bandit.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Bandit invaded attack. Trying again.
Vader attack. I just ran like hell.
The target will soon reach critical altitude.
You're not wrong. Anime has, especially in the West, has become much more popular.
Cutting it pretty close. I was starting to get a little
You're telling me. You
I haven't watched
There wasn't even anything
much current anime,
Glad we were partnered with you on this operation.
but
That went about as expected. Be sure to include in the report how much ass
I've been a fan of anime even before I knew it was really a thing.
Roger that, and I'll be sure to include all
Oh,
the
sure it
comments
was.
about Wiseman, too.
It was just a lot more underground. It wasn't as mainstream. Or at least, it was definitely a thing in the West. The thing was, or in the United States. Thing was, back in the 90s at the very least, dubbing companies tried to localize it, so most of us kids didn't really know it wasn't American,
We have successfully prevented an enemy
but we
ballistic
didn't
missile
really care. So the first anime I ever saw, I didn't know it was an anime. It was Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. The first anime I saw that I actually knew it was Japanese was Dragon Ball. Or technically Dragon Ball Z, but you know. But anyway, so we have reached the end of the stream for today. Tomorrow we will fight Torres's salvation with Team America's freedom, and we'll see whether or not salvation or freedom wins out. What was the first anime you saw, Salty? I'm gonna go on a limb and say either Dragon Ball or Naruto. But then Pokemon. Alright, good one. But when I started Pokemon, it was the original crew with Ash, Misty, and Brock. But anyway, so tomorrow, Team America returns to bring freedom to salvation. Saturday we'll be back with Horizon Zero Dawn, and then I'll be off Sunday, and Monday will be a double stream. I'm not sure. Well, I know one of them will be more Mass Effect 3, and I don't know what the next stream, or the second stream will be, so I'll keep you posted. Take care, and I'll see you next time.